let's just quickly go to all messages. I put the word out on my Discord, but I won't be able to shill this on anywhere else. So if anyone can go and shill this, big help. Of course, I'm killing time before the flight. I'm just in the Silver Penny right now. Yeah. I'm gonna have a few pints. I've got hours to kill before I even need to be up in the airport. And the airport's like an hour's trip. So I'd say around about 3. I'll make my way up to Dublin Airport. Shouldn't all. I have my flight's at 6. Well, it's technically at 6:30, but the gate closes at 6:10. So I'll be well up there before that. Customs will only take about an hour. I'm already checked in. And the flight's about, I think, an hour and a half to Scotland. After that, it's a quick tram ride up to... where'd you call it? Come on, up to the place. You know the place. The hotel. There, word. Anyway, after that, go to bed, because it'll be pretty late in the evening, and I'll be wanting to watch me money. So I could go out on the evening if I wanted to, but I've got a care package waiting for me when I'm there, and it'll be cozy. I'll hop into bed, watch some telly, drift off to sleep, wake up bright and early the next day, boom, ready to go. So far, the biggest thing I have to deal with was I didn't take my big bag of pound coins with me, so that's annoying, but I can save them for Brighton then, I guess, in March. Wild to already think that it's March will be the next one. But yeah, till then, here's to me, my first drink of my... Well, again, it's not my birthday, but it's getting there. This is Collini Lotus 5.5. Only 260 a pint. Very water. Ooh, actually, I don't like that. I don't like that. A bit on the watery side. I'll try something else next time. It's kind of like someone diluted a pint of something stronger. But it's cheap, $2.60, I suppose. You drink enough of that and you wouldn't mind the taste. But yeah, once Weatherspoons is pretty empty as far as days go. I know it's only noon, but I walked in here at noon and the place was just chocker block full of people. Weatherspoons is kind of like the UN. It brings all people together. Rich or poor. Mostly poor. But, they start early. Also passed by my hotel that I'll be going to on Monday. Because I have a hotel booked up, ready to go for when I land back. Which now looking at it, if I'd have thought about it, I wouldn't have booked it. Because my flight back is pretty early. I guess I just wanted to not worry about finding a place to sleep. Frankly, I didn't need it. That's the thing, I'm only going to be really there for 2 days. And I'll be spending the morning of the first day up in Edinburgh Castle. And then then I'll probably go up to the farmer's market and that Harry Potter street. I'm not quite sure what to do on my birthday itself, honestly. I don't have anything planned. I didn't want to, just in case the flight was delayed. My birthday's on the 18th, but I'm such an important person that I thought I might as well have a couple of days dedicated to my birthday. Train ride up was uneventful. Bus was uneventful before that. Weather got a lot better. God, the ice was a bit rough today, even with my nice shoes. I was smart enough to bring my shoes. My snow boots. God knows what the weather's like up in Edinburgh. I gotta check that out. But I can't imagine it's really that bad. It's probably just gonna be nippy. I say that, and then it just cuts to me in like a blizzard. I did that one year when I was up in Omaha, and I had to go outside to get to do a booze run. And while I did that, I came back and like my beard was just it was back when I had the huge beard and it was just completely coated in ice. And I wore the fedora back then and like I had to shake it loose and I looked like a bloody caribou. That was when I needed some bloody layers. Christ, good thing I brought a scarf with me. But yeah, the best thing I can do here right now is just have a few pints and get a little jarred. And I'll stick around with you for a bit. Can even give you a tour of the Silver Penny, but I think I've given you a tour of it before. The major thing is upstairs. When I go to the toilet, you'll see it's very, very, very like all Weatherspoons. It's a complicated nightmare to get up to the bathroom. And there's a reason for that. These places are bought off and they were never designed to be what they are. So toilets can be a bit crazy. But I also think it's a form of natural selection. If you're too jarred to get to the toilet in a Weatherspoons, then they'll want you out. But anyway, hope you're all having a fantastic time. I had a huge breakfast this morning. Actually, I had leftovers for breakfast, but it was more than film. Then I had some like protein coffee thing, like iced coffee. That was like a bloody milkshake. Jesus. Watched some videos, talked to some people on Discord. That's it really. You can really see the weight loss in my face. Jesus. Look at that. Look, like, my cheeks used to be like out here. I'm starting to almost get a bit of a gauntness going on me. I'm going the exact opposite. I'm all for that. Like I said yesterday, I get into an old pair of boxers that are mediums. A little tight. But by summertime, they'll be the perfect size. And I won't want to do any smaller than that. I like having a booty. All men need booties. You all know women do, but my God. Man with cakes? Hell yeah. Now. All messages, community. Yeah, all's good. So, my main, I'm debating whether to get something to eat in Dublin before going out up to Spoons. I wouldn't get anything here. But actually, the last time I flew out, I had a big meal here, and I ended up having explosive. You can fill in the rest. I think it was just because of the crazy spices and everything. Also, I would recommend it. I think it was like this Korean stir fry that they were doing here at the time. It was nice, but I guess my stomach wasn't having it. No, I will probably pick something up. I'd really love like a toasted cheese sandwich and like really heavy soup. That's what I'd love right now. Maybe some chips. Let's see, actually, do they do that in Weatherspoons? Because if they do that, maybe I will start that. Nothing fancy. Curries, gourmet burgers, small platters, pizza bread, starters, jacket potatoes, burgers, chickens, curries. I suppose the best you could get is there's a few things I can snag up here actually. I'm not that hungry though. Oh, there it is. Yeah, avoid that like the plague. Nice tasting, but spice bag. I am right by like some really nice chippers. Anyway, copy link. I'm just gonna go and share this real quick. There, I have returned. I'll just doing a cheeky share. Oh, and if anyone wants to be a lovely human being and give me a drink, which I would not recommend, but that's me for you. We're number 43. Here in the Silver Penny. You'd need PayPal for that. I think they accept other things too, but look at me spindly hands. I've always had spindly hands. They're getting a bit more of a grip because of the weights, and I've also got the grip strengtheners, but I have yet to put them to a test. I need to find, if I can in Scotland, I want to have an arm wrestle with somebody. And they'll probably floor me. But if I can last a good bit longer than I expect, which isn't very long, then I'm going to call that progress. Fruit flies. They're the first fruit fly of the year. Brilliant. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not getting this beer again, that's for sure. I'll try let me try the otter next. I want at the far end is what I'm using. I don't want to get too pissed coming as here because, well, I have to get on the plane and then I have to get up to the airport and then the plane. But I can grab something. I also go to a Weatherspoons and I'm open Edinburgh. I think at this point now it's a tradition. If the city has a Spoons, I gotta go to a Spoons. Because it's good? No. Because the buildings are interesting? Sometimes. Because they're cheap? Yeah. I did see some of the prices. Mia also no Hola. Inglés? I cannot speak Spanish. Though I welcome you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a fantastic time wherever you are, no matter what you're doing in your life. Me? I'm having a crappy pint in a crappy pub, waiting for my flight, which is many moons away. Actually, it's not that bad. It's about 45 minutes up to Dublin Airport, and the buses are pretty regular from Abbey Street, which is what this pub is on. I might just wait until I'm in the airport to grab something to eat. I can't remember the last time I had a meal in the airport. Of course, then I got to pay airport prices, but airport prices and Dublin prices are the same prices. Sometimes. I'm keep terrified that no one can hear me. Lighting, create highlight, retouch, hide live video, weird. Mute, lighting, green screen. Nah. Um. So when I'm up there, I suppose on the day, on my birthday, I might go up to that underground city within a city that Elf King wanted me to go to. That's only gonna be an hour, you know? I can do more than that. Let's be real here, I'm probably gonna end up going on a pub crawl at least once. And I can really only do it on my birthday, because I'm back home the day after. Actually, in that case, if I want to do a hungover, ooh, flying back hungover is a nightmare. Ooh. Still, I could do it tomorrow evening. That would be probably the best time to do it. Have a few pints, find some live music, have a few pints, and chat up some of the locals. If you're in or around Edinburgh over the next few days, want to have a pint with a worldly traveller, hopefully of a better quality than this, hit me up. Same here if you're today, if you're in Dublin. So when I get back, oh hey Troy, seeing that you can speak English, can you hear me all right? Can you, like, how's the signal strength? All good? Fantastic. Yeah, I've still got about 4 hours to kill before my flight. And, well, 4 hours before I'm in the airport. I'm debating whether to go up around about 3 or 4. I should grab something to eat in Dublin. And I really want a grilled cheese sandwich, a toasted ham and cheese sandwich, and some soup. That's what I want. And I'm just debating where nearby I could go and grab one. Any pub should do it, if they do food. Some tomato soup and a grilled cheese sandwich. Oh yeah. Simple, direct, some chips. Oh. Yes. Alright, so how are you anyway? You having a good time? Any update on your problem there at work? With the blades? Oh, that's another thing I forgot to do. I forgot to bloody trim my nose hairs. And of course I didn't actually go and get it. Like, I didn't bring it with me. Because I've only got this one bag and I'm bringing it on with me. And I get a shout out. You can indeed, Aston Martin N8S. Bummed to get done sooner today. I started early. Well, I hope it works out well for you, man. I don't envy your job, but it seems to be you're kind of lucky. Like, it seems you found a job that you're really good at, and that you're kept on even when it looks like they're going to be taking the axe to some other people. You seem to remain. Ooh, look at these eyebrows. Maybe I should get like a proper like trim and a clean up in Edinburgh. It's about a tenner, I imagine. 20 quid at most. Probably a tenner. Trimming eyebrows, trimming sides, trimming the back of my head, which I can't really reach. The rest of me seems to be pretty fine. The more I lose weight, the more I don't look like me. Then I look at my eyes and I look so tired and I'm like, yeah, no, that's me. That's me. Look at this. Look at this for a tragedy of Ireland. That's considered cheap in Dublin. Madness, isn't it? Now, obviously down here, there's stuff for $2.60 is beyond cheap. People are jerks on the highway. Hey, it sounds like a lot of them die, so maybe there's a reason why. I'm going to get rum later on. Of course you're getting rum. I can't imagine you living off anything else but rum. I was thinking of getting the Ascai rum when I was up in the shop a few days ago when I was having my Kraken. And I decided against it. But like it was an extra tenner. I could have afforded that. But the Kraken's nice. Though I have to say, the Kraken's lost its flavour to me. It used to be a lot more richer, caramel-y taste. I don't really like it now as much. Alright, chat. Which should I pick after this? I'm thinking the Otter. Because it has a funny name and I like otters. But I'm almost finished with this, which is that one over there. You got Old Hockey, Otter Bright, Three Swords, Citra, which I've had before and it's okay, and Game On. While I'm here, I can try all of them. I wouldn't recommend this one. I said I wasn't going to get drunk here. It'll cut to me like an hour later, 8 pints in, like, well, I should be going to the bus any minute now. But I think I have enough time for one more pint, so to say. Tell you. I don't like Weatherspoons, but one ironically becomes like the fulcrum of a part of Dublin. Or a part of any town, really. Same in Waterford, the same in, I think there's one up in Galway. And the same in Belfast. The one in Belfast I've been to a good few times. Even the very first one I went to, which was up in Cornwall. I had no idea what the hell this building was. It was like it looked so strange. Like, why did the world look like that? And then I realized that every Weatherspoons is built into the side of things. Hey, Ashley. I'm getting up in a minute and getting another one. This is a Weatherspoons. It is. Picture Applebee's without the less focused on food. It does food, wouldn't recommend it. And sometimes it's a hotel. It's a chain bar, and it's really, really, really low grade. But that means you can get pints ridiculously cheap. So everybody comes here. Actually, the one in Eamon's Quay there, down in the south side, that has a really nice hotel. I went there with a girlfriend once and we stayed there for a few days and it was lovely inside the rooms. Huge walk-in shower. Really liked it. The only thing was the window looked down into the bar, so we had to close our blinds when we were getting up to hanky and indeed panky, because anyone looking up, because when we were in the bar we looked up at our room and you could see inside it. Oh, also there was blood on the goddamn pillow when we got there, and as my girlfriend pointed out, the cleaners came around and spotted that and just flipped the pillowcase. That's all they did. They just turned it upside down and expected no one to notice. Yeah, we went downstairs and told them that, and they were like, "Oh, sorry. Do you want us to comp a day on your room?" We were like, "Yeah, okay, but that's not really why we came down here." As she pointed out, you knew about this and you pretended like it didn't happen. And she said, "Oh, I'll have a talk with the staff." It was a decision was made, a very bad decision in my opinion, to pretend like it didn't happen. No. God knows. I've known people who clean hotel rooms for years, and they'll find all sorts of. You'll hear all sorts of horror stories, but you clean up those horror stories. It's a part of your job. It's a dog shit part of your job, but you do try to clean that up because that's Jesus. There could have been anything going on with that blood. The rest of the room was fine. Big, giant, modern TV. Like I said, walk-in shower. But yeah, like, you get what you pay for. Probably one of the better deals you can get in around Dublin for a hotel room of that level of quality. But, comes with it. How much blood? Oh, I'd say... Alright, the pillow was about a size... Sorry, hit the wrong button. The pillow was roughly about the size of like a standard pillow on a bed, and the blood stain was about half of this. It was on this black satin sort of stuff, but the back of the satin pillow was like this sort of coffee caramel sort of thing. So yeah, it stood out, and like you couldn't deny it. You flipped it over, and was like, whoa. We just turned it around just for the sake of flipping the pillows over, because I saw it was a different colour, and I was like, oh, I wonder what colour this is. Because it looked very sleek and stylish when you walked in. Very perfect for what we were there for, a hookup. You'll find things like this, wonder what happened. I do too, I've always wondered that. Maybe somebody had a nosebleed when they slept and woke up. That happens. Happens a lot. The thing is, if I woke up and there was blood on my pillow, I would have just taken the pillowcase off, laid it aside, and wrote a little note saying, sorry, there's blood on this, and then explain what happened. Even make something up if something really bad happened. I wouldn't just leave it there. Just like if I was the staff, I wouldn't have been like, oh, let's turn it around, no one will know any better. Someone went up there and passed out having a broken bottle over their head. Weatherspoons has been known to have quite a few crazy nights. In fact, if you Google, if you go to YouTube and you check out like Weatherspoon fights, you'll see Weatherspoon fights. There's a reason why there's a lot of security in the afternoon onwards outside the doors here. Last time I was here, I was waiting for the staff to let in a bunch of young people, and they weren't letting them in, because apparently two of the lads came in a few weeks earlier with fake IDs and tried to bribe one of them, and they were just like, no, you're not getting in. And of course, the bouncers had the huge coats on and everything, and they were like, oh, come on, mate, oh. And one of them just looked at me and said, like, obviously you're fine, go on ahead. For God's sake, I got grays in my damn eyebrows. I bloody well hope I'm okay at this point. I think at this point, like, I don't, last time I was in the States, I didn't get carded once. In fact, the last 3 times I was in the States, I didn't get carded. Someone did want to see my ID because they'd never seen an Irish passport before, and they looked at it and was like, oh, look at all that. Because it has like the really nice watermark, and there's a bunch of paintings on each one, like drawings in the one. It doubles up as like a watermark of protection. Actually, I'm wondering now, will I get a stamp on mine at post-Brexit? Because I don't go up north. I've not been to the UK since Brexit. Actually, have I? When was the last time I was in Galway? I was on stream with Galway. I was streaming at that point in Galway. I made a video out of it. Went up to the Tennant's Brewery. Met a guy on the flight over. I hope that happens. I hope I meet somebody over there. That'd be pretty cool. Muppet. Ain't we all Muppets? That sounds like a setup for a horror movie. Does indeed. We're all Muppets. Down here. Right. I think I'm going to work from right to left. So Old Hooky is the next one. Come with as I get more cheap alcohol and kill time and brain cells. By the way, somebody was coughing right next to me on the train over. I'm gonna come back with some sort of sickness in a few days. I know it. Of course, there's a big crowd whenever I show up. Why were you holding your phone under a counter? Yes, I was. No one wants no one wants a phone in their damn face. Everyone these days thinks that you're going to be filming them every 5 seconds, not realizing that clearly the camera wants to see me. It's nice to be nice. They have kiosks. I'm gonna pick up some crisps. Now these are lovely. Highly recommend them. Though I prefer the steak ones. Hello. You know me, I love me travelling. I love me travelling, I do. I don't know why more people don't want to travel when it's on their birthday, you know. It's a great opportunity just to get up and about.
See what things Charles.
Big crowd formed. And it's quiet in comparison. Do I have to stand in line or something? What the hell? Jesus Christ, they're taking their time, aren't they? Bottom of the counter seems to be a little reflective. I still have the top of your phone. Really? Yeah, look at that. This is clean under here. They do keep this place pretty clean.
Sorry? Manual Jerry.
Maybe I gotta stand in line or something. Oh God, the line. Look how far back I gotta go. This is ridiculous. Ah, look how quickly everything changes. Jesus Christ. Gotta get that bag. Damn right. He's a hard worker, that one. That Troy. Well, this is one way of killing time. I'm making sure I don't drink too much. I like that. Reminds you a bit of a food court in the States. I look so tired. I mean, I always look tired, but Jesus.
Pero no eso es el caña. No. Vale.
Get responsible in your own age. Don't you insult me like that, madam. The trip has just begun. Haven't even gotten over to Old Blighty yet. Well, technically it's Albia. Here, the line's moving. You get all sorts here. You get students and winos and business folks and families and everyone in between. And your boy, the wastrel. Should I say break a leg? I knew you'd bring this up. I knew you'd bring this up. It's 8 a.m. for you? Well, how much did you sleep? I slept, after that stream with Chesh, I slept like a rock. I put my head to the pillow and I was just out. I woke up like twice to change position because my sciatica will always haunt me. And, oh, here we go, I'm next. And I just, you know, I woke up around about 7 I woke up about 7:15. And the weather had already started to thaw a bit, which is nice. You were up to about, I've been up for 12 hours. Well, that is the reason why you're tired. Take it from an old pro. Get to bed. It's about 2:30, up at 7. Oh. Hope you're doing well there, Raisin. We haven't caught up in a while. Can I get a pint of otter, please? Otter, over there.
That's it, that's fine.
What? There you go. Yeah. Other way. Yeah. There you go. She got it eventually. Been a madhouse in my world. We're hoping to calm down now. Yeah. When was the last time you had a quiet time? Christ. You need this break more than I do. Thank you. And can I have a pack of the yolks, please? This place gets so busy so quickly. I blink and there's a big line in front.
Yes. Great.
All right.
Enjoy.
She's pretty. Quiet time feels like a dream these days. Yeah. I've said this for a long time now, but I would gladly bottle and give away as gifts like an hour of free time that I take for granted Actually, I got the otter one because I forgot what the other one was called. Old Hickory. Or Old Hooky. Old Hooky. But, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Just a pinch of Irish Atlantic sea salt. Delicious fresh potato crisps, hand-cooked by our family farm. Kelgs has become such a big industry over the past few years. They do really nice baby potatoes, and they do fantastic. I'm actually going to say it now, probably the best crisps in Ireland. Made in Ireland. Now, would I have wanted some vinegar with them? Yeah, absolutely. But this would appeal more to an American palate, because you don't like that vinegary taste a lot of times. Anyway, this is the otter one. I don't know how else to describe it. There's even less taste in that one than there was in the last one. The last one had a bad taste. This one has no taste. Oh my god, it really doesn't have a taste. How do you do this? How do you turn beer into water? That's weird. That's weird. I don't like that. That's 2 for 2 now in the negative. Ooh. At least it was cheap. But yeah, I've been saying this for years. I have so much free time. The amount of time I've just wandered staring off in the middle distance, I would gladly just bottle it and send it off to people, my friends and acquaintances that I know need it more than I do. You just get some water and put food dye or something, and label it as beer. Honestly, if it wasn't for the percentage, yeah. Do you polish that fine skull? No, this is actually just what happens naturally when you go bald. It's kind of scary, isn't it? Enjoy your hair while you have it. I showed Chesh a picture of me back from 2010 when I had like a long flowing locks, and like she was like, hair, that's not what you look like. That's not what you look like at all. And I'm like, yeah, there was a time. And there's very few pictures of it back when it was really nice too. All the pictures of me were back when I was like in fibbers at like 2 a.m, completely shit-faced with like the big scruffy. You have seen pictures of me with hair, haven't you, Raisin? Because before I get on the plane, when I'm up in the airport, whenever, I'll send you a picture, the same picture I showed her. It was called the lion's mane back in the day. I wouldn't recommend it. Oh god, you're missing out. You are missing out. If I could, I'd show it to you right now. This would have been about 2010. Maybe like 2010 to 2012. Full Jamaican homosexual. Tell you now. That means I'd have rhythm. Fuck yeah. Yeah, no, this stuff. So that's 2 for 2. I think all these beers are gonna suck. Game On, Citra. Yeah, so Otterly and Ickley are not good. Old Hooky, Citra, Game On, and what's that say? 3 Swords. And they're all cheap. But guess what? Abbott's is also cheap, and that has at least a little bit of flavour. It feels like that episode of The Simpsons when they went to the really fancy marina and it had all the really cool different types of foods. And Marge wanted one thing from one very different place from what Homer did. And then it goes down to like this big conveyor belt underneath, and they're just filling these packages up with the same slop and just putting different labels on it. Here's the thing though, you drink enough of it, it will get you drunk. And it's cheap. Beyond that, why are you complaining? You want high quality alcohol? You don't go to Weatherspoons. Now I'm going to be trying some really nice scotch over in Scotland, and that'll be interesting because I look at some of the prices in the bars nearby me, and they aren't the worst. There's ones that are really expensive, like glasses that are £30. £30 for a glass of like a really high quality scotch. If anyone donated that money to me, I suppose I'd be like, fuck it, I'm bound now. But even then, I'd feel like such a waste. I could pay off my internet with that. I could pay off my YouTube Premium with that. And then go fly so you can try stuff. Yep. Oh, there's also a craft brewery nearby. There's a craft brewery up nearby where I am. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm very happy to say, by the way, see the shine on this. I thought, when I went bald, I thought I'd be incredibly self-conscious. In actual fact, I kind of like it. I agree with most people. I just don't mind being bald. What I don't like is that I didn't have a choice in the matter. I don't miss the split ends. I don't miss the dandruff. I don't miss the I don't miss the 200 quid peroxide to make my hair cool. Hey, Boeing. Just killing time before I got to go up to Dublin Airport. I'm on my way to Edinburgh. That head is almost as smooth as a transphobe's brain. No, theirs is a lot. I've got bumps and bridges on this thing. You can even see them. When it becomes like a chicken fillet, then we can talk. I remember when I was in Philly last there, Raisin, for the first 2 days, there was a young guy who lived in the room between Brendar's and mine. And he went and he asked me, day one, could he borrow my USB? And he'll return it in a few hours. And me not thinking, I'm like, okay, fine, whatever, man. We'll make first good impressions, you know. I've been strapped for USBs before. Handed to him. He didn't return it. He came back and asked could he use it again. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You didn't return it. And he's like, oh man, I slipped it underneath the door. And I was like, well, here's the thing. If you did, someone else nicked it. And he's like, oh, do you have another one, Dad? I'm like, yes, I do, but I'm not giving it to you because you lost my first one. And then after a long pause, he said, bald motherfucker, and just walked away. And at that point, I'm like, yeah, and that's the best you could do? What, my room? I'm eating crisps in Weatherspoons, the Silver Penny in Dublin. I'm drinking a pint of Otterbrite and telling the story of my last trip to Philadelphia, where somebody went and nicked my USB. And Philly be like that. The thing was, that was the best insult he had. I was expecting him to call me a fat ass. Because let's be real here, I was a lot fatter in Philly. By the way, Raisin, that pack of Calvins I bought, they look like fucking nappies on me now. I'm about ready to throw them out. They're too big on me. I've lost so much weight. I'm borderline entering into a medium pair of boxers now. That's weight loss. Hell yeah. Been a great day today. Wish you best. Thank you so much. It's actually been pretty good. I've had starts of trips that were incredibly more stressful than this. In about another hour, I'll make my way up to the bus stop, which is only about less than a 5-minute walk from here, and then grab the bus, and then off I go. You're a sexy beast. Raisin, you might actually want in on this. Shesh, I'm gonna raise about 500 quid, right? And then Shesh is going to pick out clothes for me, live on stream. I asked her to get me a winter clothes and a summer set and a winter set. And I said, because I think she has a good sense of style. And I also know for a fact that every woman on the planet secretly loves to dress guys up. So, she jumped at the idea. But this will be a work in progress. And she also said, like, you maybe want to push boundaries a bit. See what you might be comfortable wearing. And I was like, maybe. I have the final say on everything. But, yeah, fuck it. I'm down to plan. I was thinking of asking you, but you're a busy bee. With stuff that have nothing to do with the internet. But if you want in on an episode, absolutely. Also, I know Feel Good wants to be on one episode. But she actually went out clothes shopping with me years ago. And I said, I reminded her of the fact that you, a bunny suit. If she makes a strong argument for it, I'm not going to wear it going up to get a pint of milk. But, no, I know exactly what. If she wants to push the boundaries, she's gonna buy me like harem pants, like silk harem pants. I'm like, okay, maybe it's pajamas. I'm wandering about the apartment because they're just glorified fucking pajama bottoms. Right, there'll be some clothes that are nice looking that just wouldn't suit me. Because even though I'm losing weight, I've still got a stomach on me. But I'm not against some wilder stuff. Before we do this, I plan to take pictures of my good winter wear, which is basically what I'm wearing now. Actually, what I'll be wearing tomorrow, when I'm wandering, Scotland. Nice jumper. One thing I gotta do is I gotta pick up a nice woolen jumper. I feel comfortable enough now to wear like a woolen jumper, which is tight on your body. Beforehand, if I wore it, it would look like me in sausage casing. Now I'm willing to get it. It's about time I start dressing like an adult. And I'm really, really, really okay with that. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Hefner stream in a silk robe, but I already stream in robes. I stream in a giant snuggie as of late. That part, I don't mind. Keep an eye out for your lives. We're going to be around more. Don't you ever need to justify not being here. You have shit that's way more important than hanging out with some middle-aged, bald motherfucker who gets, at best, 30 views. Except for these live streams. People like the IRL live streams, and I like the IRL live streams. If there was more Wi-Fi free available around Carrick, I'd do it a whole lot more. I'll make a drop in the ball on BR. Krendar asked about you. I told him, and he's like, fair. No one minds. No one minds you weren't there at the end. I'm like middle-aged gold motherfuckers. I know you do. A lot of people do. Of course, as I'm losing the weight, I'm also gaining the confidence. This is the year I need to go on the attack more. There's a lot of maybes in my life. It's time I get answers yay or nay. Why are you bald? Also, my dad. My dad went bald roughly about the same time I did. He had one of those hair lines around the back, like a tonsure. It looked good on him because he had a sort of Mediterranean look to him, but he did look best when he was completely shaved, I think. On my man's side, it wasn't that bad at all. Literally my favorite YouTuber, and his human suit is bald, although, I don't know, middle-aged. It wouldn't be middle-aged by Earth standards, like the standards of the planet itself. Every time you hear that banging, by the way, that's somebody working a pint of Guinness. As they're pouring it, they're setting it just right. Fucking fish fluffer. You love that so much. You have always been there for some of the best parts. You were there for Mr. D. You were there for fish fluffer. I know you were there for something else as well. No, it's genetic. I lost my hair roughly, I'm gonna say 25, 26. Pam's ham. No, I've not tried Pam's ham. Is it salty and moist? Get the crisps away from me. Get the crisps away from me. That podcast will last. I'm a piggy. Piggy. I will say this pint smells nicer than the last one. But it's still watery as all hell. Alright, chat. Which one next? Thanks for all the likes, by the way, guys. Appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. Check out the links. Oh, there won't be links. I did this on the fly. If someone could post a link to my Discord and my Streamlabs, that'd be a big help. Yeah, I've tried Otter and I've tried Icky. So I'm thinking Game On is because I am a gamer TM. It actually is, damn right. I prefer pan seafood myself. But the glass up there is completely iced up. Can't really see it with the lighting. Discord link as a parting gift. Thank you, Raisin. Now get lost and do real woman things, adult woman things, human woman things, non-stream related woman things. Know that the love of Jah is with you always. Speaking of, every time I go up to the bar, the place reeks of weed. Somebody got fucking baked before coming in that day. King or queen. I'm doing for battery life. Oh god, barely even scratched the surface. This phone's nearly on its way out, but its battery's still holding up. It's only now starting to degrade a bit. I'd say I'm 5 generations behind. My counter to that is, you mean when phones started to just be the same phone released every year with a bigger price tag? Yeah, no, I'm fine. I remember in the early days when like the iPhone and the like came out, and Christ, the lines that people would stay outside for. No one does that anymore. Scalpers have already bought off the phone well in advance. Fuck scalpers, by the way. Fuck them hard. They ruin everything. I watched Critical's video on a bunch of Pokemon trading card scalpers, basically breaking into somebody's home. Not home. Well, it's a family-run business, but into a store just to get at it. And apparently they're moving away now to Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That's the latest thing, because the scalpers have gotten so bad there for the Pokemon cards. Fucking leeches, parasites. It works the opposite with Ticketmaster. With Ticketmaster, you don't have a choice. Scalpers or not, you're fucked. Let's pay $1,000 to see Taylor Swift. Or you could shoot yourself. Maybe the reason it has no flavor, this stuff, is so you drink it really fast and then it hits you harder. And then you want other things, like crisps. Ooh. New headcanon just dropped. Holy shit. Gotta be careful about this. Look at the guy in the hat. Terry Pratchett. What is Terry Pratchett doing here? I thought you died years ago, sir. Literally, sir, he was knighted. My favorite author of all time, Terry Pratchett. Hell of a man. Kind of sad in a way. He was born just a little bit later than he would have loved. He got to witness all the institutions he admired die off. An absolutely miserable way he died. Anyway, here's to you, Sir Pratchett. Right. Now, away with your crisps. I'm falling back into bad habits. Yeah, I think I'll get something to eat for a change up in the airport, just to see how bad the prices are in comparison. And also give me something to do once I'm up there. If you can help it, never go on the piss in the airport, because the prices are just going to skyrocket. Once you pass customs, once you're in the duty free, they know they have you by the balls. So if you have what I do, hours to kill prior, get everything you need on this side of the security checkpoint. In my case, I came prepared. If I had a chance to get my hair back, I don't think I'd take it. I'd rather cash it in for another thing. Like, ooh, could you drop me to the lowest weight I've ever been as an adult, which would be underweight. That would save me a lot of time. But no, I wouldn't want my hair back. Crowds are forming. The crowds are forming. My bladder is getting pretty full. Oh shit, some guys just came in and their coats are wringing. It must be lashing rain out there. Doesn't look it from the little I can see from the outside. Anyway, I need to pee. If this was in the countryside, I would leave my stuff where it is. But this is Dublin, and I am right by one of the major flow areas. So I am going to go and... You guys, if you're not from the UK or Ireland, you're about to see something rather horrific. And that is how to get to the toilets in a Weatherspoons. I'm just going to pack away my stuff first, because I got to bring everything with me. Fucking sucks. And no, chat, you can't watch me pee. That almost happened once in that bar in New York, but that was Philly. Or was it Philly or New York? I don't remember. I know they're very different cities, but I swear to Christ, I do conflate them in my head sometimes. Here, we'll finish these crisps first. I'll go off and get another pint. Well, after I go to the toilet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff, so you can see me increasingly get more inebriated and stuff my face full of crappy crisps. And yet, I have never been healthier in my lifestyle than I have been the past 2 years. Wild. Oh. The table next to me just got a bunch of chicken. I will not be tempted. I will not make the same mistake again as I did all those years ago in Weatherspoons. I'd rather not. Instead, I will do this because I am a tool. I am table 43. You want to donate it to me? Now's the time. Better. Right. Let's go to the bathroom. It's already getting to the screaming point now. Brilliant. Right. Now, to get to the bathroom here, what you gotta do is up these stairs. quality drop. Well, I am moving. So, here we are, looking down. And here we are. There's another bar here. Hasn't opened yet. So, that's that. No, it does not. Not much I can do about that. Should be better. About to walk back. Alright, I'm running out of space. Yep, somebody's taking that. Ooh, I'm really running out of space. My place has been taken. Might be some spots over here. Yeah. Here we go. No. So I lost my spot. And there is no hope for me by the looks of it. Alright. New plan. I'm going to wait in line. And statistically, somebody is going to show up. I could always go upstairs. Yeah, I'll go back upstairs. How's the quality now? Okay, or... I still have an hour to kill, by the way. Fantastic. Thank you. They're moving people quick, at least. Then I gotta find a spot. Oh, I can always sit here. Table 40. Ooh, I'm trying old ale. Mine. Can't count the individual pixels anymore. Well, the Wi-Fi here is public Wi-Fi. And I was moving through an old building, up flights of stairs and what have you. So, yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you. I feel cute, even though I don't dress it. Oh yeah, old ale, please.
Old ale. So give her a shot.
Yes, sir.
So I got an hour to kill before I gotta get out of here.
Just the non-carne on its own, yeah. So it's not actually chili, it's 5 bean chili. And
260 please, bro.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. What's happening?
Can I have a food here?
Oh god, it's getting packed in here. Wait. So I got old ale because it was in front of me and had a one. Hey, from Scotland? Hey, I'm off to Edinburgh in a few hours. That's why I'm in Dublin. Now that one has a little bit of flavour. Not much, but it is there. I feel like I'm being pushed increasingly to the margins. Yeah, I'll be off in Edinburgh for the next, I'm gonna say 4 days. Won't be getting in to actual my hotel room until like 8, 9, maybe. But I am pumped to get back out there. I've only been to Glasgow before that. Glasgow was nice, a bit run down, but nice. 38? 38 on Sunday. It was a Saturday. Aberdeen. Ooh, Aberdeen, nice. I've known some people from Aberdeen. My best friend actually worked in Aberdeen for the NHS for a little bit. She also loved Dundee. She used to work in Aberdeen and then she'd go out to Dundee to party. I don't know if that's the same today and why she'd go out to there specifically. Oh, I live in Canada. I know, I do a show with 2 Canadians actually. Both from Southern Ontario. At least I think Crendar is from Southern Ontario. I've been to Toronto. I did like Toronto. The girls were really nice. The beer was good. I had poutine. And I walked around the Eden Center or the Eden Park or whatever the hell it was. It was alright. So I'll be heading off to, let's see, trying to grab the clock there and it's not, yeah, so it's 2. 3 is the limit of me wanting to go someplace, like actually leaving. I think I should err on the side of caution and go about 3. My granddad was from Canada, small world. Everyone always thinks that, it's the Americans that take everything. Are you a microwave? Am I? Maybe. I'd like to think I'm more of an air fryer myself. Good for you, but pretentious. Yeah, this will be the first time I've flown in about 2 years, I think. I didn't fly last year. I went out to Belfast and the like, but I didn't go any further afield. So this will be a good one. Perchance, mayhap even. Perhaps. Air fryers are cool. Makes everything nice and crispy. Oh, I love me some air fryers. I love my air fryer. It's pretty great. Honestly, I kind of live off my rice cooker and my air fryer. Does it cost money? The one I bought was second hand. It cost 50 quid. I got it from my what do you call it? My barmaid, my barman, my local pub, back when he still ran it. He had an air fryer and he just upgraded. He wanted to move it on because it weighs a ton. I was like, yeah, I'll buy it off you. So he took me around back and said, 50 quid and it's yours. And I'm like, yeah, all right. And the missus came out and was like, well, you're not getting it without it being cleaned first. And she gave it just a thorough cleaning. I don't think it's ever been matched. Don't know how she got the little window clean. I do this, mostly. Among government aid, besides. Always been honest with it. I be autistic. I have a lot of money. And I used to spend so much of it on drink. Like, oh my god. But I've also had a hankering for travel. And I love to travel. You can thank me, Ma, for that. Where you know from Canada? Chesh and Crendar are two right off the top of my head. I used to know Final Girlie, formerly Girl Does Rant, when she was live streaming. I had I think Insolence lives up there too for a bit. I'm actually seeing her in March, her and her husband, for St. Patrick's Day. Looking forward to that. Then I'm thinking in August I'll go to, you know, a girl from Verdun. Not that I know of. All right. Yeah, it's about time you go to. What time you go to bed? Jesus Christ. Verdun, France. I need to get back. Next year, I'm probably going to go back to the continent proper. And I got to hit up parts of France that aren't Paris because I hate Paris so much. Like, I hate it as much as, like, the strength of 1,000 suns. Do you know her? I don't. You're going to have to... Is that a name? A girl from Verdun? Like, you're going to have to get more detailed than that.
Is it? It's bad fog, isn't it? We actually enjoyed it that much. Yeah.
I was thinking of shaving this thing off before going. Just having it like this. You get paid for having loads of viewers and loads of likes. No, I do not. I get the occasional donation, but that's about it. Once a year, I'll get like a really big donation, and that's really nice. But I don't do this for money. I do it for a laugh. Too many people do this for money, and it always ends badly for them because they never get the money compared to other people, and they end up having such a dog shit time. Oh my God! So many people out there just they forget why this is a thing. You want to make a stream. You want to make a video. You want to do art. You want to make a song. You want to play video games, and you want to show people this. You have something to say. You have something to do. Then go and do it. Don't do it because you think that you're going to be the next Mr. Beast or Markiplier or Sidemen or whatever. Because it never works like that. Those people never want to be the next something. They just stumbled into success the same way as anyone. But millions of people don't stumble into the success, and that's okay. Because you're having a good time, and at that point you can say you did stumble into success, a different type of success. I met some amazing people. I've gone all over the world to meet really cool people. If I wanted to, I could set up for next year, I go down to Australia. It's not something I want to do. It costs a fortune. It would take weeks to get there. But weeks to get there. It'd take days to get there. But you have to factor that in. I think it's like 2-3 days from Dublin to Sydney. And I don't know anyone in Sydney. I actually don't know where Red Eye. I don't know where Red Eye is. Well said, Mr. Funny Man. I'm a little funny. Definitely funny. Most people don't know what to make of me. You should have seen me back when I had the beard. This is nothing. This thing was majestic. Once I had the beard and the hair. That was also when I was at my fattest. I look like a very disheveled TJ Kirk. Though tall, I wasn't as tall as him. I'm like 6. He's like 7, I think. I met people who met him, and he just looms. I like TJ. I don't know what he's doing these days. I hear he found mysticism. Okay, brother. I mean, you were the amazing atheist, so whatever. Getting really crowded in here. Stream for another half hour and then I'll wrap up. I'm almost certainly going to come back with some sort of virus. If I haven't already picked it up on the train ride over or in here or half a dozen other places, I'll be picking it up in the airport. I get a travel sickness 9 times out of 10 when I travel. You think me traveling since I was a child would result in me building up some sort of deterrent for it, but no. And I already have a bunch of bills waiting for me when I get back. Ain't that always the case? Pints are too expensive nowadays. This pint is $2.60. That's euro, so it'll be a bit less than sterling. I wouldn't recommend coming here for like high quality drink, but if you want to go for cheap drinks, you go to Weatherspoons. Simple as. But one thing's for sure, alcoholism, or alcohol, even like light alcoholism, like just getting drunk every other week, it's still a fortune if you don't make a lot of money. Like, I've had weeks where I spend 20 on food and like 60 on drink. But as I've been drinking far less, it takes far less for me to get drunk. So when I was streaming last, not cash, but before that, I ended up spending only about 30 on a bottle of Kraken, and it did the job. I would prefer if the Kraken didn't cost that. I'm sure if I went to Tesco's, I could have snagged up a bottle of Absolute for like 21 quid. But because it isn't just the drink, you also want food. And when you want food and you're drunk, you always get way more than you need. So you end up stuffing your face and getting even fatter. That's how I became morbidly obese. I was like pushing 30 stone at one point. None of it was muscle, it was all blubber. Because I'm tall, I could hide it longer, but once it hits, it did not look good. I was just giant. I keep thinking he's calling me. Was in a pub in town, £13. Jesus Christ. That would be what, like €15? That's more than Dublin prices, that's for sure. I think it's like £6, the average pint in Edinburgh, from my research. I gotta try some scotch when I'm up there. I tried some in Glasgow and I liked it. Oh, stay in my nose. Right. This is the nicest one out of the three, by far. Old ale. But, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's still not that great. I love me some Hobgoblin. That's some good stuff. I think Hobgoblin might be my favourite UK-produced booze that isn't like spirits. And I'll smoke weed. A lot of people have switched out from alcohol to weed that I know. A lot of people have switched out from smoking to vapes. I think vapes might almost be worse than smokes, in my opinion. But now, the science is still out. I'm not going to be putting my foot down. I never liked this stuff. I'll have the odd J. I'm such a lightweight with weed. Oh my god. My friend Elf King can tell the story of her partner rolled me a blunt in Omaha. And I took like 2 hits of it really deep. And all I remember of that night is watching them playing Uno, thinking that they were muttering about me, and watching, I think, Game Grumps on the TV, just like... paranoid as all hell. I did not have a good time. Now, if I'm having a few drinks and I'm pretty like jarred, someone passes me a J, yeah, that's not so bad. But me ma was a proper smoker. Me ma smoked shimleys of tobacco and weed and hash. Someone back there is smoking like a trooper, that's for sure. I'll get stoned like twice a year nowadays. I'm happy for it. But there'll always come a point where I'm thinking that I said something weird or did something weird. It's very odd. I'm always second guessing myself. God, one year I took some THC gummies on stream. Well, it was the watch party. We were watching... Oh, Chesh is live right now. Cool. I watched some... we were watching the Minecraft movie. But it was an unfinished draft of it. It was like 70% done. And it was hilarious. But they said after a certain point, I stopped talking. And I thought I had like a 2-hour-long conversation with them over the webcam. And in reality, I just went quiet for 30 seconds. When I came to, I was like, I need to lay down. And they're like, no, you don't. You're fine. Like, you're letting it get to your brain. And I'm like, I always let it get to my brain. I don't know how to not let it get to my brain. So I laid down, and oh my God, I was tossing and turning. It was insane that night. You don't know what's in them capes, so we get the hash up here. You know what's in hash? When I was a kid, we used to smoke diesel. And they used to put anything in there, including diesel. Soap, we also used to call it. Nah. I wouldn't recommend it. Oh, state of me. Absolute state of me. Oh, vapes. Yeah, no, you don't know what's in them. Like, it can't be better than tobacco, which is bad for you as is. Like, the amount of chemicals that are pumped